morning. Making our breakfast happening here. Got a wok in the fire. Scrambled eggs and bacon. Wayne's already done the bacon, it's in the camp oven over there, keeping warm. Right now I'm doing a scrambled eggs, got about a dozen eggs in here. Now this isn't a plastic spatula, so don't worry, it's not going to melt. This is a silicone spatula, a snow peak one, which can tolerate the heat. I think it's 200 degrees on the end, so if you're going to use any spatula and this kind of stuff, make sure it's metal, wood, or a high temperature silicone. So I'm just testing this one out. Never used a silicone spatula before. And we're obviously doing it on the wok, which makes it quite versatile and easy on fire pits like this. Ideally, you want to do it on a little fire pit like that, because it's pretty hot here. It is a cold morning, so I'm not complaining. Pepper in the seat, mate. You guys like pepper, yeah? Yeah. I don't mind pepper. Good? Not too chilly?
Actually, it might be back in the box still.
Luke just had to do some minor repairs to his air locker. It was just a blown relay, so that was an easy fix. We pulled the relay out of Dylan's Ranger down here. Now, that vehicle's here because it's 2 open diffs, no winch, so he didn't want to risk his vehicle on those tracks, and that explains why there's another vehicle there now. So this morning, after some brekkie, we'll head off back into the bush, do a few more tracks, come back here at a reasonable time, and then do a lot of cooking at camp and just relax, and that's pretty much, that'll be the end of our journey out here.
You've got a stick jam in your brake caliper or shield guard there.
The back one?
Yeah, back driver.
I'll get it now. Right, so another day. And a lot more tracks. My handbrake doesn't work anymore. In fact, it never worked.
It's time to air down again, our final day on the tracks. Now I have left most of my gear at camp. All my water, all my heavy stuff, even all the light stuff that I don't need today, I've left at camp. I am as light as I can be, and I expect this will make a difference. Plus I'm taking slightly more air out of my tyres. So let's see how today goes.
Probably better off going left hand down, bring the nose this way a bit, then you'll kick it out of the rut more. So left hand down a bit more. Right up, right hand down.
you can learn a lot about the terrain up ahead if you're not the first vehicle. So always look at what similar sized vehicles to you where they have trouble, and then you know where you need to accelerate a bit more or ease off the accelerator or take a different line and whatnot. So we'll see if I learnt anything from Wayne's. This nasty hill here will really show you the capability of a GQ Patrol on this type of setup. This was one of our highlights for the whole weekend, and I think Wayne agrees. And we finally get to see this winch in action. We've been hanging for this the whole time.
Lost it work at all?
Nah, when I put it on, it just blew air everywhere, and I just got a dip oil.
Can you keep an eye on the tree?
From a recreational point of view, that was the quickest winch that I've ever experienced, apart from the ones that are racing.
Happy days. Fun little hill, that one.
Man, that was insane. I'm glad I listened to my gut though. And stayed down the bottom.
we're now checking out the last challenge of the day. Now with all challenges, you should always walk through it and have a look where you're going to drive. Do you need to pack some rocks up? Where you're going to damage yourself? Where could you possibly roll over or do major damage? And the number one rule is, if you are not comfortable in doing a section of track that you don't have to do, don't do it.
Yeah. Look at the mountain's been taken off it. So just having a look at one of our final sort of play hills. I'm at this stage thinking I'll give it a miss. I'm going to chicken out because I don't want to damage my new toolboxes on the back. I damaged my train this last time, and that was in the dry.
So we have a lack of traction with a big step. So what we are going to do now is track build by putting rocks and boulders in, and you'll be amazed how much difference this makes. Alright, we've reached our final destination here at Harvey on Lookout. So we'll
We hopping out here or?
Yeah, we'll hop out here and chill for a bit. We'll hop out here for a bit and have a snack and then head back to camp for a more substantial meal. Well, that was 3 good days of pretty cool driving, pretty fun driving, bit of riskiness here and there, which added to the fun, of course, the thrill of the whole drive. And I am quite surprised that the only thing that we damaged collectively between us all was just that one rim on day 1. So that is a pretty good result. Back at camp again. And there are a few other people here now. So we have a pioneer. Alex has turned up. How you going, Alex?
I'm alright, Ronnie. How you going? Good, mate, yourself?
And behind these gentlemen here we have Harry, and we're going to go over and see what he's going to prepare for us tonight. How you going, Harry?
Good, mate.
What we doing?
Tonight we're doing pulled pork. So, big pork shoulder, bone out, and it's just going to go in. I think this is the right size.
My little camp oven.
Well, it gets lost. I've brought the big one for other stuff, but it's just ridiculous. It's a 15 litre.
That's like a 10-person camp oven.
I've actually fed 30 people out of that before.
30 people.
30 people. So nothing particularly complex to that. It's just a slow and actually pretty low maintenance meal, but it has to be one that, you know, what's the time now? It's about 4:30.
4:32.
So 4:30 we'll eat at probably 7:30. But so you need to be back camp early,
Yeah.
you'll probably never cook this.
So just 3 hours. Yeah, I'll probably never cook this.
Unless you want to eat at 2 in the morning.
Unless we're at camp already and we head off for the day.
Yeah. Unless you're at camp
So he's putting the onion in with the shoulder straight away.
Yeah, I'm just putting a couple of cloves of garlic in here.
So you chopped them quite big.
Yeah, it's all just going to melt, sort of somewhat melt down into
And merge with the pulled pork.
and pull eventually with the pork. So the onion will caramelise the sugars and things in there. So I'm just putting a few cloves of garlic. Again, not doing anything special, just throwing them in. So about sort of a heaped tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Yeah, sure.
Oh, shit.
Just throw the rest in there. Just throw it in. Beautiful.
That's different, eh?
Yeah. So it's just a chili with a little bit of a smoky flavour and just normal barbecue sauce, bit of a squeeze, and I'll just sort of taste it later. If you've tried pulled pork before, you'll know what you're looking for with it. But
Well, I've never done pulled pork before.
I'd say a quarter of a cup in there. Bit of salt, probably
generous salt.
that much, I guess. Pepper. This is a pretty average grinder, so a couple of tablespoons of pepper. Liquid to about 3/4 of the way up it.
Okay, so there's no specific measurement, just
No, so you want it to be almost completely submerged, but maybe a little bit out the top. But the liquid will evaporate over the next sort of 3 hours or 2 hours. I'll probably add another cup of liquid to that. The only other thing I'm going to add, I like using liquid stock, but we're in the bush, so a stock cube will suffice.
So what are we doing here? How much? That's a fair bit of coal there.
Yeah, it's about 3 shovel loads of coals because I want to get the water boiling
You've got a
initially.
lot of liquid in there.
Yeah, and it's not going to burn the bottom. If it does, honestly, a little bit of char in there tastes really good. So, yeah, wow. Down in there, a whole bunch of coals on top. Good coals here.
So this fire's only been going for about, what, an hour and a half?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
About that.
Alright, an hour has surpassed, so we are going to go over and see Harry just in a sec about the pulled pork. But we've been sitting around having a few drinks, as you do around camp, or some of us do, some of us don't, and reflecting on the last 3 hectic days we've had. So they've been really good. And by the way, we were at camp today in the daytime, so that goes down again. I think it's about 1 in 8 at the moment. So let's go over and see Harry. Right, ready for a reveal of an hour?
We'll see how it goes. Rim. This outer rim, that's really good.
Oh, the outer rim. Yeah, it's even better when you put snags on it. Holds everything in. Ooh, that's gone pretty quick.
Yeah, so I'll add a bit more water. Might actually just pull this off and maybe cut it a little bit.
So are you going to remove that skin?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it off because it doesn't pull very well. I like to leave a little bit of the actual fat in there because it will help it to become tender. So a lot of that fat's melted now, so I'm just going to take the skin off. It's really easy to take off now. And then...
But in terms of the actual skin, that's what you're taking off?
Yeah, I've just taken that top bit of skin off and a layer of fat, and now it's just pork. And I'm actually just going to cut it to help it. You can see it's still raw in the middle.
What size pieces are you cutting it into? Like 6?
Probably 4.
Okay.
That's enough. And then I add some water.
Okay, so a fair bit of water.
Fair bit of water again. You saw how much it went down before. It'll probably do the same again.
We're going to have some cooked brie or fried brie, melted brie. What do you call it?
Baked brie.
Baked brie.
Yeah.
2 cheese wheels, 2 giant frying pans. Huge.
Yeah, we're on a diet.
I'll need a diet, yeah.
Yeah, one of these. With one of these. Actually, that'd be a really good dieting technique. You just eat out of one of these.
We're demonstrating how good a stainless steel table is. I'm going to go for it.
Can't get to them now.
Oh yeah.
It's too hot. Too hot? It's too hot.
Really?
You can't hold your hand there.
It'll cool down a bit.
Now camping is pretty awesome on its own, as I'm sure a lot of you viewers will agree. But if you add good food into the mix, it makes the experience that much better. It is awesome. Just try new things.
So in terms of time, as we've had it on, how long has it been now?
It's been about 3... Oh, what's the time now? 8. So 3.5 hours.
3.5.
Yeah.
The longer the better.
So, I mean, the thing is with pulled pork is you can really leave it on for a very long time. You can burn it, obviously, but if you leave moisture in it, you know, you can do it for 8 hours. Do it for 10 hours, whatever. As long as it's not dry and burning, it will just continue to cook and tenderize.
Making a slaw now, yeah?
We're making a really, really easy
Coleslaw.
slaw. So we're just going to do wraps with pulled pork and slaw. So, Ronnie,
That sounds terrible.
I've got a job for you.
Oh, yes.
Chop that up just into, you know.
Yeah, you want like streaky bits, yeah?
Now, the way you make slaw sauce, well, the way I make slaw sauce, I have no idea if it's correct or not. It's just how I like to do it. Sriracha mayo, cheap, easy, readily available. Bit of that, about that much. You know, however much slaw you want. Then a lime.
Oh, my finger!
Oh well. Very limited sympathy. That's sort of most of the juice from a lime.
Do you want another chop?
A little bit more, yeah, one more across.
Just 1 or 2?
2. Bit of salt. Quite a bit of pepper.
Helps having a stainless steel tailgate.
God, Rhonda.
Yeah, sorry about that. Throw that in the fire.
Can't take you anywhere. You're fired as the sous chef.
Damn it.
So,
I'll still eat though, yeah?
yeah, you can eat it.
What else are we putting in that?
That is it. We've
That's
made
it?
a slaw. So all I'm going to do is add this pulled pork and that's it to a wrap. And
Oh man. I could eat that on its own.
it's really simple, very easy.
Bit of bushwashing hands here.
I didn't fill my jerry cans before this trip, which is so stupid.
Lucky I did.
Yeah, I'm relying completely on Ronnie's water.
Look at that. That is... Wow. So we got jalapenos, coleslaw, and pulled pork. Oh, no way. Alright, who's first?
Come on,
Oh,
get into it.
I'm going to be first. Yes.
So there you go.
Oh man. That is really, really good.
You want to try? Ronnie's gone all quiet. What's going on, mate? Do you like jalapenos?
Yeah.
Good.
That is so good. That is so good. How many kilos was that?
I think it was 3.
3 kilo shoulder.
Yeah.
This is your regular size camp oven. And, well, this is going to feed us. There's going to be seconds.
Oh yeah, easily. We've
Give me
used. Yeah.
So 3 kilos.
Yeah.
And half a red cabbage.
So cost-wise, that was $17.
$17.
$17.
Wow.
It's a cheap, tasty way of feeding a lot of people.
And what? There's 5 of us here.
Yeah.
There you go. Pulled pork.
There you go, cameraman. Enjoy. Oh, come and get some.
Sorry to say, this is the end. This is the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. And I hope I've answered some of those people out there that wanted this type of video again. It has been a while, so I hope you guys are happy now. Right now we're going to get in some experimental cooking. We're actually going to deep fry pretty much everything in the camp oven and woks and whatnot. So that's going to be a bit interesting pretty soon. So thanks again for watching. You can subscribe about here, and if you'd like to check out my Patreon page, and if you'd like to support me, you can check that out just over there. Thanks again. See you in the next video.